We are back on the PCT, so we don't have a level 7 key, and the level 4 key is garbage. It's almost useless, honestly. So I'm trying to usually see the condition of the brush block on the system, because without level 7 we really can't access too much to see when the last time it was changed. So I'm looking at it visually, and here it is. We're going to get split the system. Make sure you get power to the CT and the PDC. Power distribution cabinet, and then also, F1. Make sure F1 is off. Make sure the UPS is off. S1, then F1, the UPS, or S1, UPS, then F1. Just make sure you hit S1 first, because you don't want to shock the UMass and kill the UMass, and then yes, it will. So, right here, this is 10 millimeter from the nut. This comes out, and these are all T30 Torx. So we'll get that out and then check it and make sure to see how it looks. First the one we have, we're going to have a discussion about third party versus OEM. Alright, here we are. Let's get a closer look at these brushes. And at first, if you look at the brushes themselves, it looks like, oh, we're good. But then, if you pay attention, you start seeing that build up. That's not good. That means this is actually getting long in the tooth. I don't know the exact amount of time it has on it, but if you see that right there, yeah, we're not going to deal with that. So I'm going to grab the one we have in here, and then we'll talk about OEM versus third party. Now, we want to change this over, but it looks like we won't be able to do it for a few things. I want to show you something. So this is a refurbished unit, according to the vendor. You see right there, the brushes. This means it's used. You see this coloration, I don't like that. Makes me a little nervous. However, you don't have any build up on these brushes like ones on the system. The problem is, the reason why we won't install it is right here. This is most important. We'll stick it out and over. Not because they're different revisions. That's not the issue. Where's my grounding post? The key thing, you're going to install this one, and then you're going to have grounding post, and now you have other issues. So as you can see, and it's not the exact same model. Yes, it is. It is the exact same model. See right there? Not the 1P, but the 104 94871. 1494871. Revision. Yes, this is much older. This is revision A, right there. PCB revision A, PCB revision E. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send this back. This does not have the grounding post like we need. Let the vendor know, and then we're going to reach out to our procurement team and have them look for revision E. We need a revision E for sure, but we need to get it as soon as possible. I'm not going to touch these brushes with my hands because I don't want anything to cause an issue. When going back on slip ring, or if they need to ship this out to a different customer, because of oils on your hands and things of that nature, so be mindful of that. So let's do this. That's how it's supposed to go. So yeah, so when you're dealing with third party, you're trying to save your customer money. Your placement there is to save them money over OEM. The thing is, you're going to often deal with refurbished parts, used parts. That's just the nature of the beast. Unless it's absolute part they don't have, then you're hard down. You're going to use refurbished parts. However, at the same time, as a third-party OEM, you have to be mindful of the parts you get. You can't just, okay, I think it's going to be all right. Sometimes you have to do a visual inspection and see what it is and what it ain't with that part. Similar to, a new part, you might get a part that's shipped that gets damaged in shipping. Well, with it being refurbished, you also need to highly consider that, hey, the guy's pulling it, they may have missed something, and then you install your system, and then you completely hose down your system. The importance of a properly, or I should say, the importance of a good brush block, rather, is these cups right here. These cups that hold the brushes in, Oh, they can be a nightmare. They can be a best friend to be a nightmare. I've had to replace slip rings twice. One time on a flash, no, twice on flash, and then actually 3 times. Twice on flash, the third time was with the customer had a 360 contract on an AS. These cups, once they get longer tooth, this is why you replace them every 2 years. Roughly every 2 years or every 2 million scan seconds or something like that, or revolutions. These cups will get loose, they'll kink, and then they'll touch the slip ring, causing arcing because it's grounded out. Cause the arcing, you kill the slip ring, you kill the slip ring, you kill the CT. The long and short of it. So if you think, oh, it's not a brush block, it's not a carbon brush, I don't need to replace that. Nah. Yeah, you fool yourself. You finna make the world hurt. That is an 8-hour mechanical job. There's no firmware or anything like that. There's no tune-up steps. Literally mechanical. You have to do everything. You have to keep everything tight tolerances. Because if you don't, the shielding that comes on like the ground wires, like right here, shielding on the ground wires right here, and then there's other ground wires that connect the system all over, all the way around, will get hit and start to rub and expose the wire, and then you can have it short. So yeah, you don't have to deal with this. And with the definition style CT, you have right here just your CPT, this is your contactless power transmission. This is a heavy son of a gun. These are heavy. This is solid. Solid. 1, 2, 3, 4 counting points. Heavy son of a gun. You gotta get that off, and you gotta get the one on the other side off, then get to the slip ring. And yes, all these bolts you see running around here, yeah, a lot of this is going to come out. And most of the section underneath here. So if you don't want to deal with that, all the zip ties, all the grounding points, get your brush block placed within the time limit. Alright, check that system if you have level 7. If you have access to ways to get level 7, then do that, use that, take advantage of it. Or have to wait for it to get shipped. If you're third party, you have to third party, hopefully you find a good one. Get it shipped to you. Hopefully it's not damaged. Install it, and you're good to go. And if you can't get one used, then you have to pay Siemens time and material price. And time and material prices, now your boss looking at you crazy because you don't want to change the brush block. So we're gonna send this back, request a revision E as soon as possible, and get this swapped over. Get a new one in, because this is long too. And as we go on, for those who are new to PET CT, I'm gonna give you as much guidance as I can, being a former 5-year OEM for Siemens, on CT, definition family, E-line, Go series, the Force, and the Drive. I'm gonna give you all the information I can based on system work on, and including the new ones I'm learning. Yeah, come on with me, man. This is critical stuff, because you never know when a family member, yours or you, might need to be on one of these machines. Have a good day. Make sure when you're installing cross powder installation, do not over torque. I always suspect this is aluminum. You can strip it easily. These are stronger than this. You can strip this easily. You gotta get a whole new holder with the guide pins, align it, install that, and then put the rest part back in. Alright, so we're bringing the system back up with this open. Make sure when you do anything we need to do. Alright, we're happy. Because we did replace the brush back now. I did kind of flick some of that dust off, that on the glove. I kind of use a spring. You don't want to press down and hold down on it. Just kind of flick it. And be careful, that stuff is kind of it's shimmery type material. It will smear. I have to clean this off. So, do what supposed to do. Boom, she's coming up. We're happy. I'm going to close everything back up. At this point, you don't want to be back behind the slip rings. Behind here messing around. You don't have much room. This is, and even if you move stuff away, you don't have much room. Now this is dangerous. You got over 400 volts AC. Going through 1, 2, 3. And the altitude should be neutral and ground. And so it drops to about 230 volts AC. And yeah, if you want to make it home, don't play around here. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to put it all back together get up out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. And like I said, I'm going to keep posting these type of videos going forward. Every chance I get.